Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing him.
Big chance! And he's done it! And we have liftoff! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Bangladesh finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's in a great position here. And that is a little undercooked. Rice! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Foot in. Maldini clears. Cannavaro clears without hesitation. Now this could be a... He's having a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
And claimed it back swiftly. Now there's the clearance. Son Heung-min. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Pepe tries to clear. Oh, that's ambitious.
Bangladesh certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. Son Heung-min. That's a throw. Xavi. Rummenigge. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And no mistake. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Number 23.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And here's Son Heung-min. He's picked his way through. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Any
Those
strong
of you
opinions
making
on the
their way
first
home on
half?
public
Well, I don't think
transportation
either side
today,
will have
please
too
watch
much
the screen
to
for train
complain
departure
about or
times
worry
from all
about,
local
Peter.
major
1-1 is
stations.
a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be
Substitution on the
fascinating to
field.
see how both
Number
teams
7,
go about trying to establish a
Stojkovic.
little more control in
Number
this second
8,
half.
Iniesta.
So, all square at
Coming on the
half-time,
field,
each side matching
number
the other
10,
blow for blow
Gerard.
at the break.
Number 22.
We're already back up and running after half-time. And no, that was never going to make it. Yamal. Ibrahimovic. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's gone looking for safety. Vermeer, never out of the action for very long. Bangladesh do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Howson. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And that's definitely not his best. Tries to play it through. What a throw in. Pass is just off target. That's a decent clearance. And he's managed to gift it back. Cannavaro is there to clear. Son Heung-min. Xavi spots it and intercepts. Bangladesh still have the cards to affect this game. That's been slipped through. Son Heung-min gets into a good position. And he's there to belt it away. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. It's a pretty loose pass.
Berbatov really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the finish! And he's stuck it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Bangladesh have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. That's just playing it safe and simple. Prachuap really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Rummenigge. Oh, super ball! And the shot! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the job.
And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Quick reminder today,
Yamal
please
picking
have
up
your
the
entry
man of
ticket.
the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Driving on and making good progress. That's very neat. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well read, and the danger is averted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't...
And the shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bangladesh are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the pass is intercepted. Not where it came from. Xabi Alonso.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Well read, nice interception.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Park Ji-sung. Looking for a runner.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's Park Ji-sung. Out of play for a goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Silvestre is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And Bebeto! And he thumps it clear. Oh, beautifully... Bebeto! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Lopez. And this is Batty. Can he finish? An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's a key interception. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Number 16.
Bangladesh can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Hazard, Substitution in
So
progress.
straight into the second half. Bangladesh leading courtesy of the game. That is Stuta! And they've got rid. Nicely shaped ball. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Bangladesh, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Pepe getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Batistuta, and the shot! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Madrid restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That pass isn't the best. And here's Yamal. Tries to play it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Has a look and plays it forward. Now, can they get him away? Rummenigge. There's the shot! It's in! And again they hit the front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Batistuta.
Well, the two coaches
Number
are signalling
15,
changes here, both at the same time.
Number 6,
Bangladesh with the lead.
Jisung.
Well, Peter, the
Number
manager's all
19,
smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs
Coming
to
on
see
the
this one
field,
out.
Number 11, Fernando Torres.
It's
Number
loose.
12,
Oh, what? And another try!
Number 13,
Maldini clears it
Lee
away.
Canyon. Number 7,
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to
Substitution.
force it any way they can now, Peter.
And Torres! So close to drawing level.
Fernando Torres really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Pinches it off him. Done delicately. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And claimed it back swiftly. Right card. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Eto. Eto! Well taken goal. And surely now the result beyond doubt. Was there ever any doubt? And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Just a quick
Yamal
announcement. We would
claiming
like
the
to
man of the
inform
match
you that
award,
CCTV
and there is
now
very
in
little
operation
room for
your
argument.
safety.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Grimaldo. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Ferdinand. Grimaldo on a strong run here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mechelen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. And he's decided to go for it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. He's having a hit! And he can clear it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, there's a probing ball. Over to the right flank. Ball's out once more. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chance! And it's a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
After 30 minutes is number
So the
23,
first moment of real significance.
Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Grimaldo. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Caught offside that time.
Bangladesh really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ibrahimovic. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. That has not gone well. And this is Ibrahimovic. Xavi Alonso. And that's really well manoeuvred. Can he get it through? Dealt with nicely by the defence.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now he's got space here. Looking for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's hoisted clear. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Quick reminder today, please have your
Bangladesh
entry tickets
leading
at hand
by
as
one
it's time
at
to
the
announce
break.
today's winning lottery numbers.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Bangladesh can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Shevchenko. Coming on the field is number
So the action
13,
resumes.
Dembele.
Well,
Substitution
my advice
taking
would be
place.
to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
He has found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. It's Ibrahimovic! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Well read, nice interception. Out towards the flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bangladesh are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Bruno Fernandes. Dumfries has the space to scheme.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he thumps it clear. And that's been won straight back. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Saviola. Saviola is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Dumfries. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries one from range! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets! Do not write them off! Back they come! You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Bruno
The two
Fernandes.
coaches are signalling
Coming
changes
on to
here,
replace
both at
him
the same
is
time.
Number 8.
We're looking at a
Didier
different
Drogba.
game now.
Substitution.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's been cut out, well played. Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's aimed in. Gets his head on it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard. Oh, super find. And that was nowhere near his best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner. All hands on deck for this one. It's a goal kick. Taken back almost at once. And this is Drogba. It's Drogba! And that's it. They will have to shake on that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Al Hilal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
This looks promising. Has to go back here. Cruyff threads one in, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Cruyff. And he's being shifted off it. First quarter of an hour gone. Thinks about... Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And smartly reclaimed. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great... Oh, shooting chance! There it is! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Number 5, Johan Cruyff.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, just skips, and Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Al Hilal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Xabi Alonso plays it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. And that is not getting there. He's well positioned. He's had a shot! Delicious from Jude! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce...
Rummenigge! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Xabi Alonso. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played. Maldini. Iniesta. Conjures time and space where few can. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And Cruyff! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good. Ibrahimovic! Oh, split second. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitutions taking place.
So once again, we're underway. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Eto'o concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that interception was most necessary. Bangladesh do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's lofted through here. Looking to play him in. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Al Hilal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce...
Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's rising! Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Etroida. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Marquinhos. Substitution.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pass somewhat off target. And now they can clear their lines. And he's there to retrieve it. Now, can they get him away? And he's quick to return it. Messi herring after the ball here. And this is Batistuta. And he's quick to get rid. It's not an especially good pass, that. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Stojkovic!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's being urged to and the shot! Rijkaard calmly anticipates. And it's Messi. And Messi! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
That's a little off target. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Bangladesh really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Pepe.
There will
Yamal.
be 3 minutes added time.
Intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernandez. Well seen. That's that, the end. Bangladesh illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, so bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
And he's managed to get free. Xabi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckham. And this is Cruyff. And it's Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And here's Batistuta. McAllister. Rummenigge. Bangladesh.
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
There's the header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Xabi Alonso cuts out the pass. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's a searching pass, and claimed it back swiftly. And he can clear it away. And this is Ibrahimovic. Good take, and a chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Bangladesh have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so. Well, and he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. And this is Ibrahimovic.
There will
Nicely
be 1
shaped
minute
ball.
added time.
The less said about that pass, the better. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Bangladesh have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Johan Cruyff.
So
Number
right back
8,
into the action.
Iniesta.
Bangladesh
Number 24,
leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
coming on the field. Number 22.
Now it's
Gullit.
Ibrahimovic.
Number
And it's
7,
Stojkovic.
Stojkovic.
Nicely intercepted.
Number 13, Rijkaard.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No luck with that dink over the top. And it's lofted through here. Bangladesh come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's gone for goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Nicely weighted ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Manchester really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ambitious ball here. Xavi Alonso gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Just eases him off the ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
75 minutes played. Throw it.
Bangladesh surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tries a shot! And he's there to get it away. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Shot, surely! And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need...
It is close, but that is the last of it. Bangladesh can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
This is a lost
Bullet claiming the Man of the Match award.
The father